Hey YouTube. So I just wanted to make a quick video here about Hinderer knives and their break-in period. So I recently just got into Hinderer knives and I picked myself up an Eklipse and a skinny XM-18. Now this one was new, but I got this one used. So I just want to show you what the action on this thing is used. So this is a Gen 3 Hinderer Eklipse running on the stock Hinderer bearings. And this flips like a dream. Like, it's so smooth, and it falls shuts like nobody's business. Like, look at that. Anyway, so this thing is super smooth. Now, this XM-18, when I first got it, it wasn't as smooth. It was pretty, sticky, and it wasn't as fall shut or drop shut as I would like it to be. But it's been about, I want to say, 3 weeks since I got this guy, and now the action is like butter. Basically false shut, right? So I just wanted to basically just go over what I did to get these running so smooth, and this one is on the factory bearings too. I was gonna look into the skiff bearings, but these guys are running really well, and I don't know if I kind of don't think, for as they are right now, it's worth that $12 upgrade, because admittedly, pretty smooth, so yeah. Anyways, let's go to what I did. So when it comes from the factory, the XM-18 is going to, or at least the skinny version, the blade stock thickness isn't going to be as thick as the regular one. So for comparison, this is the Eklipse. You can see, let's see if we can, it's pretty thin compared to the Eklipse, the blade stock. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I don't have a caliper here to show, but this is the skinny version, denoted by the S there on the tri-way. So this is the Gen 6. This is also a tri-way, it's the Gen 3. So because it's not, the blade isn't as thick and as heavy as the Eklipse or the full-size XM-18, the skinny doesn't, it doesn't fall shut as well out of the box because of the weight, because you have all the weight up at the blade, helping it fall down and close, right? So if you can get a skinny this fall shut, that's a testament to the pivot and your pivot configuration, right? So what I did to ease this is actually using a little bit of knife pivot lube. Sorry if you hear my brother in the back. You can get this KPL knife pivot lube. I got this on Amazon. It was like, I want to say it was like $12. You can get this, right? Let's open it a little bit. Now you don't have to take this apart. What you can do is just put it in between here, in between the knife and the scale. Open it, put it in there. If you can see the detent ball, where if it would sit, so don't know if you can see that, but you see that hole right there, right in between. You can stick some in there and then smooth it out, right? But that's not the only thing. What else you have to do is you have to make sure, because this is new, the detent ball, which would be punched in through this hole here, it needs to wear out its track, right? So if you see this line, I don't know if you can see, there is a line on the knife blade where the ball sits on the track and it grinds its track, right? So if you want a super smooth knife, you want to make sure that the detent ball track is worn in. So that's just what happens over time, over use. And on the Eklipse, you can see a lot. It's more pronounced on the Eklipse. Let me try to get a good angle. So you can't see the detent placement there in the blade. And I'm trying to see what angle. It's kind of hard to show because right now it's super greasy. But essentially, the detent ball is the only thing making contact with the blade when it deploys, right? So that's the only thing that's stopping it. You can feel it too. If you take the knife, right, you can feel that detent ball. If you place your hand over it and you press down, it's super hard to get it out because you're stopping the detent ball from moving out of the hole, right? So what you want to do is wear it out, the detent ball, by opening and closing it multiple times, just sitting on the couch, just doing this, right? Over and over again. Or you can do what I was doing and do it manually. Hold it like this. And then go like this. Just sitting down watching TV. Just do this, kind of vary it a little bit. See where the detent ball gets out and onto the lock bar insert. Okay, what you can do is do this. Just back and forth, back and forth. And if it gets kind of stuck right there, right, you can do this. Just keep doing that, right? So eventually, you'll wear out that track bar, that detent track, and upon deployment, it'll be really smooth because, it's worn out its track. That's essentially what I'm trying to say is, over time, the detent track will be worn out on your blade, and when you go to deploy it, it'll be smooth. And when you go to put it back, it'll be fall shut like that because there's less resistance on the detent ball, right? So that's essentially the main idea. What you can do further is actually put pressure against the detent ball while you're doing this, right? So you can wear it out even further. Now you have to kind of be careful with this because you might not want the added wear so soon. I would say just don't do that and just keep your thumb off of it and just let it wear out just by the pressure of the lock bar relief, right? And you should have a really drop shutty action. So just to prove again, the Eklipse XM-18 skinny. Okay, so hope that helps. You can, again, KPL, you can get KPL on Amazon. Good stuff. I just lube my knives every week or so, and yeah. So hope you guys like the video and enjoy us, and I'll see you later. Okay.